Hello everyone. Wednesday night. I love you. Sending you a big virtual hug wherever you are on the earth plane. So I just got out of a podcast interview and we were speaking about something that I wanted to share with you. It's a personal experience that I had this afternoon, and I think it's pretty relevant to what we're all going through right now. So the dense consciousness that we're feeling externally, just imagine those little particles of consciousness floating around. For whatever reason, they're pretty potent, meaning when we feel it and it goes into our bodies as an experience, anxiety, stress, worry, it's 10 times stronger right now than 6 months ago. Why does it feel 10 times stronger or more potent? Because our bodies are clearer or cleaner or holding higher frequencies. They're more light. And so when we start playing in or experiencing these particles of dense consciousness, anxiety, stress, worry, fear, whatever it is, it feels more intense when we experience it in our bodies. And what I experienced this afternoon was a really intense amount of anxiety. I had this thing come through Instagram and they told me that my account was going to be taken down. It turned out to be false, but I went into anxiety right away. My body's not used to feeling anxiety as a consciousness. And I did a knee-jerk reaction, right? And this knee-jerk reaction that we do is, I am anxiety. I am going to now experience anxiety as if I am that anxiety. And it's sort of like you have tunnel vision. You don't observe yourself any longer. You're just responding and reacting through anxiety. How would anxiety react and respond right now? It's the knee-jerk reaction. So I wasn't the observer, like I teach, right? And it took about 30 minutes before I finally was able to step out and say, wait a second, I was just tunnel visioned in anxiety. I need to step out and breathe so that I am not associated as anxiety. And you can say anxiety, you can use any emotion that you're thinking or feeling, right? Any emotion that you're feeling, any thought that you're thinking or obsessing around, right? Switch anxiety to anything. When I allowed myself after 30 minutes to step back, I became the observer again. And then all of a sudden I was in a state of sovereignty. I was in my body again. I was able to see, I was able to breathe. And then I was able to start to almost shuffle that anxiety through me. And so I'm sharing this with you because the moment that you are absorbed by that consciousness that's extremely intense right now, to the moment that you're able to step out and observe, can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 hours, 2 days, right? It really depends on how aware you are of your experiences in every now moment. And the way you can practice this so that anxiety doesn't control you for an entire day, but perhaps only 30 minutes, is you can start to think about what is a life preserver that can pull you out of the knee-jerk reaction of grabbing onto that anxiety. I'll give you an example. You're floating down the river, like we all are, and all of a sudden you bump into a big rock, which is anxiety, and it takes over your body and you become anxiety. Tunnel vision. What I did today is I grabbed the rock and I was like, oh my God, this is everything and all of it, and I got to respond and react and blah, blah, blah. I held that rock. What did I need to do in order to let go of that rock? What was the life preserver that needed to be thrown to me that would allow me to grab it so that I could begin to float down the river again, knowing that I'm safe and okay and that I'm not the anxiety? What's the life preserver for you? For me, it was walking outside and breathing for a few moments. Getting a glass of water, walking outside and breathing. So this is about starting to recognize and be acutely aware of everything you're feeling in every now moment. That's the only way you'll be able to separate out of the knee-jerk reaction of grabbing onto any emotion or thought that you're experiencing. We are deprogramming ourselves, literally, from grabbing, knee-jerk reaction, tunnel vision, and being the consciousnesses that are extremely dense right now. So what is your life preserver? What do you need to do that will assist you and pull you off the rock when you are feeling fear, stress, anxiety, worry, future basing, right? What is it? We all have something. Maybe we have multiple things. Maybe it's calling a friend. Maybe it's listening to a song. But the more we are able to do that, the less we will actually need the life preserver, and the more we will be able to just allow ourselves to not even grab the rock when we feel the intense consciousness. We'll be able to recognize we're feeling the intense consciousness. It's moving through my body. The knee-jerk reaction would be to do this, but instead I'm going to observe. So we take these baby steps, which is life preserver, please pull me out of the programmed knee-jerk reaction that I am all of these things. I'm the emotion, I'm the thought, I'm the behavior. Pull myself out and observe. Take a time out. The more we practice this, the more you'll realize that you won't be in it for as long as you were 2 weeks ago, right? It was only 30 minutes for me. That's pretty damn good, right? 30 minutes. I sat and meditated for about 10 minutes, right? So I stepped out after 30 minutes, walked outside, got some air, grabbed a glass of water, and then meditated for 10 minutes. But I could have sat in that anxiety for a very long time, as if I was it, okay? So this is what we're going through right now, many of us. And the consciousness I cannot express, you probably know because you're feeling it, maybe not, but it's intense, it's visceral, it's like, because we are so clear now, our bodies are really clean. They're very high frequency, whether you believe that or not. They really are. And so now when this dense consciousness comes in, it's a freaking doozy. So pay attention, observe what's your life preserver or your life vest. And are you clinging onto the rock or are you letting go? Are you tunnel vision or are you letting go? Practice. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. We are rock stars. On a stage, shining our light, playing our instruments, singing our songs, and we got this. I love you.